Have a good day. In this session, we will see how the accounting treatment should be for oversubscription of shares and the shares are being allotted on pro rata basis. Myself, Dr. A. Devi, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, KCS Kazinadar College of Arts and Science. Before going into solve the problem, let me see some important terminologies. Oversubscription. What is oversubscription? If the number of shares applied for is more than the number of shares offered to the public, then it is called oversubscription. For example, if company issues 10,000 shares for which the response for which is application of 12,000 shares means, then it is called an oversubscription. So the company is offering only 10,000 shares, but the company receives application for asking for 12,000 shares. In that case, it is called an oversubscription. Undersubscription. So it is just opposite to that. If the number of shares applied for is less than the number of shares offered to the general, then it is called undersubscription. In the same case, the company issues 10,000 shares. The company offers 10,000 shares to the shareholders, whereas the company receives application only for 7,000 shares, then in that case it is called an undersubscription. The next one is pro rata allotment. So what is pro rata allotment? It is applicable for the case of oversubscription. When a company makes a pro rata allotment, it allots shares to applicants but allots lesser shares than applied for. Example, if a person has applied for 300 shares, he may get 200 shares. So pro rata allotment is applicable for oversubscription. The company receives applications for the more than the shares offered to the general public. In that case, the company is not going to reject the applications. Instead of rejecting the applications, the company is going to do some proportionate allotment, that is called a pro rata allotment. So in this pro rata allotment, what they are doing, it allots shares to all applicants but allots lesser share than applied. For example, if a person applied for 300 shares, then he is going to be allotted for 200 shares. In the same way, a person is being applied for 3,000 shares will be allotted for 2,000 shares, and a person who is applied for 600 shares will be allotted for 400 shares. So it will be allotted proportionately, so that the company should ensure the total number of shares should not exceed what they have offered to the public. Problem number 1. See, while reading the problem itself, you must restore the data's informations which is given in the problem, and you have to align the informations according to the accounting treatment. See the problem. On 1st April 2015, A Limited issued 50,000 shares. So once you read this content, it must be stored in your mind as 50,000 shares of rupees 100 each was issued by the company. Then payable as follows: 20 on application, 30 on allotment, 25 on 1st October, the date is given, and this is nothing but first call, and rupees 20 on 1st February 2016 as a second call, or we can call it as a final call, because after that there is no call, so we can call it as a final call. By 20th May, 40,000 shares were applied for. The company offers 50,000 shares, whereas they got application only for 40,000 shares, which means this is an undersubscription. All applications were accepted. Company has accepted all applications, so the allotment was made for all 40,000 shares. Allotment was made on 1st June. So the date is given, which means if it is a date as given in the problem, then we must put a journal entry along with the prescribed date. All sums due on allotment were received on 15th July and first call on 20th October. When accounts were closed on 31st March 2016, the second and final call on 400 shares had not been received. So this is an calls in arrear. So this amount is to be treated as a calls in arrear, because for 400 shares, the person who has to pay the call money, second call money, has failed to pay the money for 400 shares. With this information, journalize the transaction. This is a question. We will see how the entries to be passed in the books of A Limited. Journal entries in the books of A Limited. On 25/2015, the company receives share application money. So put a date 25/2015, on which the entry is debit bank account for recipient of rupees 20 as an application money for 40,000 shares. The company received only 40,000 shares. So the entry must be for 40,000 shares at the rate of 20 each. The amount is 8 lakh. The entry is a debit bank account and credit share application account. On 1st June, the company made an allotment. So on 1st June, the application money is to be transferred to share capital account. Application amount must be debited and equity share capital account is to be credited for 8 lakh rupee. On allotment day, the company have to pass a due entry. What is the due entry of allotment? Share allotment account data to share capital account for 40,000 shares at the rate of 30 each. 30 is an allotment money. It comes 12 lakh rupee. On 15/6/2015, the company receives an allotment money. So bank entry is to be debited and share allotment account is to be credited for 40,000 shares into 30 rupee. So the entire problem should go only with the 40,000 shares. Though the company issue 50,000 shares, they received application for 40,000 and hence the entry must be made for 40,000 shares. So this is the essence of this problem. All the other matters are same. On 1st October, the company called a first call for which the due entry is share first call account data for 40,000 shares. 25 rupee is the first call amount. It comes 10 lakh rupee. To equity share capital account 10 lakh. On October 20th, they received an money of first call. So on October 20th, the entry will become debit bank account and credit share first call account 10 lakh rupee. On February 2016, 1st February, the second call was made for 40,000 shares at the rate of 25 each. The entry is share second call account data to share capital account 10 lakh rupee. And on the end of the day, that is an end of the financial year, the company has received the second call money except the 400 shares. Only for 39,600 shares, they got share second call amount. So 39,600 into rupees 25, it comes 9,90,000. Problem number 2. P&N Company Limited issued 5,000 shares of rupees 100 each. The share amount was payable as follows. On application rupees 30, allotment rupees 30, first call rupees 20 and final call rupees 20. So while adding everything, we get 100 rupees, which means there is no premium or no discount. The public applied for 5,500 shares. So the company issued only 5,000 shares, for which the response is 5,500 shares, which means oversubscription. Application for 100 shares were immediately rejected. So the applicant who applied for 100 shares were immediately rejected. So now we have excess of 400 shares. We will see how the 400 shares is being allotted. In respect of applicant for 5,400 shares, directors decided that 5,000 shares would be allotted on pro rata basis, which means the existing shareholders have been given shares proportionately. So their share application money which was received in excess is not going to be returned back to them. It is going to be adjusted for their allotment. That is what it is given in the problem. Application money received on 400 shares would be used towards payment of allotment money. Journalize the transaction. Journal in the books of P&N Co. First entry for recipient of share application money. The company receives 5,500 shares. The share application money is 30 rupee. And hence the entry is debit bank account with 1,65,000 and credit share application account. Then the next entry, the share application money is to be transferred to share capital, for which the entry is debit share application account. The company offers only 5,000 shares and hence only that 5,000 shares, the application money with regard to 5,000 share is to be transferred to share capital account. Hence the amount is 5,000 into 30, 1,50,000. The entry is debit share application account 1,50,000, credit share capital account 1,50,000. So the information said that share application money for 100 shares were returned to the public and hence the entry will become share application account debtor, that is 1000 shares at the rate of rupees 30, 3000 to bank. So hence amount is being returned back to them, the bank account is being credited. Then the next entry, the excess money available in the form of share application to be transferred to share allotment. What is the entry? Share application account is to be debited for 400 shares at the rate of 30 each, 12,000, and share allotment account is to be credited for that 12,000 rupee. Now we have to make a due entry for share allotment. The entry will become share allotment account debtor to share capital for 5,000 shares at the rate of 30 each. It becomes 1,50,000. While receiving the share allotment amount, we must be careful because already the company had an excess amount through share application of 12,000 rupee. So the company will receive only 1,38,000. How the 1,38,000 comes? From 1,50,000, 12,000 was already received, to after adjusting the 12,000, the company will receive only 1,38,000. The entry become bank account is to be debited with 1,38,000 and share allotment account is to be credited with 1,38,000. Then the company have to make a first call, for which the due entry is equity share first call account, that is for 5,000 shares at the rate of 20 each, 1,00,000 rupee, for which the company will receive money for first call. The entry will become bank account is to be debited and share first call account is to be credited with 1,00,000 rupee. And with regard to the second call, the final call amount is rupees 20. Then the due entry for the second call is equity final call account debtor, that is for 5,000 shares at the rate of 20, 1,00,000, and equity share capital account is to be credited with 1,00,000 rupee, for which the receipt entry is bank account debtor with 1,00,000 rupee and share second call account is to be credited for 1,00,000 rupee. So this is the journal entries in the books of P and Company if the company is having oversubscription with the pro rata allotment. Problem number 3. Gujarat Production Limited issued 20,000 shares of rupees 100 each at a premium of rupees 10 per share. The share amount was payable as under: on application rupees 20, allotment rupees 40 including premium of rupees 10, first call 30, final call 20. So while we adding everything, we get 110 rupee, which means 100 is the face value of the share and 10 rupee is a premium. Applications were received for 30,000 shares. The company offers only 20,000 shares, but the company received application for 30,000 shares, which means the oversubscription had taken place. The shares were allotted as under: to the applicant of 15,000 shares, full shares were allotted. To the applicant who applied for 10,000 shares, only 5,000 shares was allotted to them. Then for the applicant who applied for 5,000 shares, the application was rejected and the money was returned to them. The application money on the totally rejected applications was refunded. So for the rejected application, the company returned back the application money to them. The excess of application money received from applicant to whom partial allotment was made. To whom the partial allotment was made? For the applicant who applied for 10,000 shares, he was allotted with only 5,000 shares. So there the partial allotment was taken place. Their excess application money utilized against money due on allotment and the calls. So this excess money is being utilized for the share allotment money. The director made all the calls except the final call. So the director made only the first call, they didn't make the second call, that is a final call. All the money was received except the first call on 1,000 shares. So while they are asking for the first call money, they didn't receive first call amount for 1,000 shares. Give journal entries. For our easy understanding, let me prepare one working note with the details given in the problem. See, the first column is particulars. Then we can take those three applicants as a B, C and take a total column. So one who is called an A has applied for 15,000 shares and B applied for 10,000 shares and C applied for 5,000 shares. So this is how the information is provided in the question. Now we will see how the shares was allotted to them For A, one who applied for 15,000 shares, the entire share was allotted. For the B, one who applied for 10,000 shares was allotted only 5,000 shares, and for C, all the applications were rejected, and hence he was not given with any shares, 0. So totally the company receives application for 30,000 shares, but the allotted shares was 20,000. Application money received. So from A, the company received 3 lakh at the rate of 20 each. So they got 3 lakh rupee, and from B, they got 10,000 shares at the rate of 20 each. They got 2 lakh rupee, and from C, they got 1 lakh rupee. So the company received 6 lakh rupee. So see the total amount column, and it will be facilitate us to put a journal entry with a prescribed amount. Then you deduct then we will deduct the amount transferred to share capital account. For the case of A, the entire 3 lakh was transferred to share capital. For B, they were allotted only 5,000 shares, and hence 5,000 into 20 rupee of share application, only 1 lakh rupee transferred to share capital account. The remaining 1 lakh is there. And for C, no amount is being transferred to share capital because their entire application money is rejected. And now we have to deduct the applications rejected and money refunded. For the case of A, they didn't return any money. For B, they didn't return any money. But for C, for 5,000 shares at rupees 20 each as a share application money, the entire money was returned to them. So the 1 lakh was returned to them. Now see the next column. Excess money received via application. From A, there is no excess money. From B, the excess money of 1 lakh is there. So how we got this amount? See the 3 lakh minus 3 lakh. From A, 0, and 2 lakh minus 1 lakh. From B, the company is having 1 lakh rupee as an excess. And from C, the entire 1 lakh was returned to them, and hence 0 money is there. So the excess money which was adjusted for allotment is rupees 1 lakh. Then we will see what is the allotment money will be called from A, B, C. Allotment money is 40 rupee per share, and hence 15,000 into 40, 6 lakh is due from A. 10,000 out of 10,000, only 5,000 was sanctioned to B, and hence 5,000 into 40, 2 lakh will be the due amount, share allotment due amount from B, and C we cannot ask anything. So while receiving an allotment money, the company will receive the entire 6 lakh from A, whereas from B, 1 lakh was already there, so the company now receive only 1 lakh from B. So totally the allotment money will be received by a company will become 7 lakh. So this tabular column will facilitate us to pass a journal entry with the correct amount. Journal entries in the books of Gujarat Production Limited. First, for receiving and share application money, the entry is bank account is to be debited and share application account is to be credited. 30,000 shares into 20 each. It becomes 6 lakh. We can refer the tabular column also, which is available in the working note. Then, transfer of share application money to share capital. Only 20,000 shares amount, share application money of 20,000 is to be transferred to share capital account. The entry is share application account is to be debited 20,000 shares into 30 each, 4 lakh. Then credit share capital account. Then the share application money was returned to the applicant who applied for 5,000 shares. So now we have to pass a journal entry for the transaction. Here the share application money is returned, and hence share application is to be debited and bank account is to be credited for 5,000 shares at rupees 20 each, 1 lakh. Then fourth entry will become the excess money available in share application is to be adjusted for allotment. Equity share application account debtor, the excess money is available for 5,000 shares, and hence the amount will become 5,000 into 20, 1 lakh. Credit share allotment account 1 lakh. Now the due entry is to be passed for share allotment. Then the fifth entry is equity share allotment account for 20,000 shares. Allotment amount is 40 rupee, hence 8 lakh is to be debited. To share capital account, for 20,000 shares, actual share allotment amount is 30, which includes premium amount, and hence only 30 rupees to be transferred to share capital account, 6 lakh. Then credit securities premium account, 20,000 into 10, 2 lakh rupee. Now the company have to receive an share allotment money. While they are receiving in share allotment money, the company is already having an excess amount of share application which was transferred to share allotment rupees 1 lakh, and hence the entry is bank account is to be debited for 7 lakh and share allotment account 7 lakh rupee. For now the due entry for first call account. Due entry is share first call account debtor. The first call amount is 30 rupee for 20,000 shares, and hence it becomes 6 lakh. Then 2 equity share capital account 6 lakh. Now the company have to receive an share first call amount. While they are receiving the information given, they didn't receive share first call amount for 1,000 shares. Hence, in that case, the company receives first call amount only for 19,000 shares, and hence the entry becomes bank account is to be debited for 19,000 shares at the rate of 30 each, 5,70,000. Calls in arrear account 1,000 shares into 30, 30,000, and credit share first call account 20,000 into 30, 6 lakh rupee. So this is how the journal entry is to be passed while in the case of oversubscription. Thank you for listening.